refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another great episode of FFC. I am your host, Coach, and we are here for a wonderful week of Week 9, baby. That's right, Week 9 is here. Half of the season is done. We are literally in the second half of the season. Important note: the trade deadline is November 4th. So teams have what do we got? 1, 2. Do we include today? It's still early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total days, including today, to make any trade. Now we have actually had a trade. If anybody paid attention, okay, Google, who did the Patriots just trade? There we go. The Patriots traded Kyle Duggar and a 2026 7th round pick to the Steelers in exchange for a 2026 6th round selection. So a trade actually has happened already. So we'll just keep our eyes on the rest of them. But I mean, that to me is not necessarily a significant trade because it has nothing to do with skilled players in fantasy. But it is a trade nonetheless, and therefore, as of now, that is the only trade that has happened going into the trade deadline. Now, will there be other trades? We would hope so. We have here are my 3 top trade personnel. The 3 players I think are more likely than not to be traded. Okay, and none of them are running backs. Obviously, there's no running back needs to be traded. I still think Jalen Waddle is on the top of the list for the trade. Jacoby Myers. And there's another receiver I'm looking to trade. I just had it in my head. Give me a second. Dang it, I just had a brain fart. Jacoby Myers, Jalen Waddle. There is one more receiver. Garrett Wilson. The Jets might trade Garrett Wilson. He's been there longer than the other 2 have been on their teams. So his trade is more plausible going to another team. The Chiefs could use him, definitely could use him. Buffalo could definitely use him. I don't think Garrett Wilson will go to Buffalo, though, because I don't think they'll trade in division like that, especially even Waddle. He won't stay in division. They'll go out of division. Jacoby Myers, like I said, he's vocally come out and said he wants to be traded. So we'll see how it all turns out. But as of now, running back Ashton Jeanty leads all rookies with 13 carries and 10 plus rushing yards a game. Yeah, but he's not averaging what we need him to average. But anyway, Bills. All right, so that was important information. They're just talking about the Chiefs and Bills matchup. I don't care about the Chiefs-Bills matchup in the regular season. It means nothing to me. You want to know why? Because in the regular season, Josh Allen's the winner. He already beat Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. He can't beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. That is my issue. Man cannot seem to get past the Chiefs in playoffs. So beating him in the regular season, okay. Whoop-dee-doo. And I feel like they're going to do it again. And both teams are struggling offensively, but somehow we know who's going to come out victorious in this regular season game. But anyway, no Josh Allen slander today. No, all slander is reserved for I can't even think of dude. Eric Glenn, stupid ass. I pay the fine because I let it come out of my mouth. Stupid ass. I pay the fine. I hate that man. I think I hate Eric Glenn more than I hate Todd Bowles. That's crazy. That's crazy. Todd Bowles, again, he let Baker do his thing. Speaking of Baker, as it pertains to fantasy, be prepared. Do not have an Eagle this week, a Buck this week, a Brown this week. Not many have Brown, and a Jet. I doubt anybody has a Jet. Those 4 teams are on a bye week this week. All right, so you will not have Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown's dealing with injury anyway. No Saquon this week. No Judikins. No Tampa Bay offense. I'm sorry if you're not having Baker this week. I hope you have a good backup. Because I know how good it's been just riding on that Baker coattail this whole. Not coattail is the wrong word. You drafted him. You didn't ride no coattail. You drafted him. There ain't no coattail term. We shouldn't slander it like that. No. I'll find a better term. But be prepared to ride somebody else's coattail this weekend. Because there will be no Baker. There will be no MVP Baker ball this week. Sorry. Again, no Jets. Who cares? Eric Glenn's another week in his job. Go figure. And I think a lot of these coaches are gonna stay in their. They're gonna. You know why? Because last year, what happened? Everybody got fired. They didn't do their job. So now all of a sudden, we're gonna let them do their thing. That's exactly what happened. They jumped the gun and fired all these coaches last year after one season, which was stupid. Let them develop. But now we got bad football. Now they want to do it. It was like, man. Sometimes I don't know what direction the NFL going sometimes. I'm sorry, I don't know. Anyway, so now we have now that we got the 5 weeks out the way. Yeah, let's jump into our weekly predictions going into week 9 predictions and see what we got. See what the game slates have for us. So we have the Ravens to start off with the Dolphins and Tua. One-eyed Tua. He came out here and became a pirate. So Dolphins are home. Thursday night game. I think the Dolphins lost the last Thursday night game. I'm going to go ahead and stay consistent with that. Lamar Jackson's coming back. They had a good win last week. I just don't feel like they're going to collapse against this game in Miami. You know what I mean? I don't see Lamar Jackson losing coming back into this game. I don't see it happening. If he does, well, that puts the Ravens in a pretty tough. Right now they're 2-5. Ravens are 2-5. Okay, Dolphins are 2-6. This is a game of the losers. Who's going to come out the losing winner? I'm just, you know what I mean? I think it's going to be the Ravens on the road. They have a tough hill to climb, which they will actively do. Miami ain't got no hill to climb. They're just playing. I hope y'all know that. Like, there is nothing to save here. Okay, will that be for the Ravens? I'm not. I have a little bit more faith in them and them getting behind, and they can even finish with 9 games on the season. Okay, they can go on a nice streak. They finished only with 9 games on the season. That's fine. They finished above 500. I gave that to the Dolphins, but they already had 6 losses. They already had 6. 2-6. Ain't that much football left. You can only go for them to have a winning record, right? They got to go 9-7. This means they can only lose one more game. I had them going 8-7 or 8. I had them going 8-9 this year. I have them having on more better track than that, and they might only win 5 games this year, as bad as they are. And they shouldn't have won last week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what happened last week. I don't know how y'all got beat by a one-eyed pirate, but you did. So kudos to Tua for winning, winning game number 2. But yeah, I got the Ravens in this one on the road. Just have a little more confidence that they will be able to put this game together and win the football game. And again, the Miami Dolphins have absolutely zero defense. Zero defense. So I think Mark Henry should have a field day on the ground. But I do think A-Chain will have a field day as well. A-Chain might have like 80, 90, 80, 88, 82 yards at the end of the game. Total yards, he could touch 100 because he, if he catches some balls out of the backfield. All right, we got the Colts versus the Steelers. I am liking this game here. Steelers are at home. This is going to be a very, 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 very tough game. You have the Colts on a 7-1 high right now. Okay, Steelers need to win. They're a little up and down. They're not consistent. Their leader is a bit. I want to say itchy, but I don't want to play that funny. I'll be respectful. He cries a lot. Let's just say that. So there's just no consistency right now with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Where it looked good in the beginning, and it can still finish with 10 wins and 9 wins. They can still win this division with 9 wins, so that's not an issue. Their issue is they lost to the Bengals. Bengals took a loss this week to the Jets. That's fine. But they beat their division rival. That's the important thing. Right now, Pittsburgh is in a hole because of that. So if Joe Burrow come back with this record looking nice, the Steelers could be in trouble. So Steelers got to put it together. Will they put it together against the Colts? That's what I'm afraid of. I think they could. I do. It's a home game. What's their record? They're 4-3. Now, can the Steelers go 4-4? Yeah, they could. They can go 4-4. And remember, I think I have the Steelers going 9. Again, I only got to win 9 games, 10 games this year. So, going 4-4 on the road is plausible. Could the Colts go 7-2? Yeah, they could be on the road. This could be a tough game. I see now why they went and got that cornerback, why they went and got Duggar, so they can get some help in that secondary because the coach be airing it out. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with the Colts on the road. I think I'm just going to follow the high. They have a strong hold on this division and in this conference in the AFC. Pay attention to that. Okay, Google, who's the number 1 team in the AFC? How do you not know that, you stupid machine? Number 1 team in the AFC. All right, that is going to be the Colts at 7-1. They are the number 1 AFC team. Yep, Colts at 7-1, Patriots at 6-2. And Broncos are at 6-2. But Steelers are Steelers are the number 14 at 4-3. Okay, fine. We're not going to go 4-4 because we're going to drop too far in the rankings. This is a very important game. Give me the Steelers at home. Give me the Steelers at home in a close game by 3. God, I don't know. I really don't know if I should be going against the Colts right now. I really don't know. But I don't know if the Steelers can afford dropping out of fourth place. Like, just, I don't know. Looking at the standings, because you got the Bills and Chiefs game, which one of them is going to drop and one of them is going to rise, especially if the Steelers fall. Woo-wee. They just lost to the Jets. The Steelers just lost to the Jets. And they're going to lose back-to-back games. Okay, Google, did the Steelers win in week 7?
No, the Steelers lost 43-31 on October 16th against the Bengals.
That's right. That's right. Steelers are not losing 3 in a row. There we go. That's what I needed. The Steelers will not lose 3 games in a row. If they do, this whole division's trash. I just don't. But we'll. I'm going to give them a little bit more at home. Give them a little bit more respect at home. I like the Colts. I think they're good. But I do think at going on the road in a it's not it's a Sunday, it's a regular Sunday afternoon, so it shouldn't be too bad. The eyes aren't just completely focused on you. Yeah, it's a 1 p.m. game. But yeah, give me the Steelers at home. And I don't like the fact that they gave the Steelers a 39% win probability. Nah, I don't like that. So give me the Steelers at home. I hate when they do that. So, and that's something about that is what makes me want to pick the Steelers as well. All right, Broncos, Texans. This will probably be a tougher game for the Broncos than we think. The Texans are they're 4-3, so they're kind of getting, or 3-4. They're 4-3 or 3-4. What was the final thing yet? Texans are 3-4. Broncos are 6-2. The Texans are not. They're kind of bad. They don't really have much. But we are going to. We're going to go with the Broncos on the road. This is going to be an upset. We're going to go with the Broncos on the road. I think the Broncos are a lot tougher and a lot better than people give them credit for. And they're going to show that in this Texans game against a very good Texans defense. This is why it's a tough one, because that Texans defense can upset the Broncos because the Broncos don't score a lot of points. You see what I'm saying? But I love the chemistry in Colorado, in Denver. So I do think they'll be able to put enough together to steal the win on the road. So give me. I got 2 road wins. I got Ravens and Broncos on the road already. Okay, cool. Woo! Here we go. Chargers, Titans. This better be an easy way. Chargers on the road. Let me take the Chargers on the road. I think they've kind of gotten a little bit under their feet, especially how they did the team last Thursday night, which took away my money. But yes, give me. All right, so Saints announced quarterback Tyler Shaw will start Sunday against the Rams. If you're looking to stream a quarterback, he's got to be better than Spencer Rattler. I can promise you that. So you can give it a try if you need a quarterback that deep. You know, if he's a stash, you can stash him, see how he plays. Anything within the Dylan Gabriel numbers is a keeper on your team. Meaning, if he can give you Dylan Gabriel numbers, what is that? 190, 220. 19 for 26, you know what I mean? But you get 2 touchdowns. That's where you're winning, okay? It's about the touchdowns for quarterbacks. They can throw up as many yards they want, but if they're not putting up 300-yard, 400-yard games, you're not going to get nothing off that quarterback unless he throws touchdowns. So, but we'll keep our eye on the kid. So I got the Chargers over the Titans. Vikings, Lions. Well, so it went from J.J. McCarthy being out since week 2. And there was, first of all, what baffled me how this kid never got put on IR the entire time. That baffled the hell out of me. Number 2, they started Carson Wentz. They were winning with Carson Wentz. He's injured. There is no plan in sight to play this kid. Every time I looked at the report each week, it just kept saying he's dealing with an ankle injury day to day. If he can't practice this week, he's a scratch. They're going to go ahead and Carson Wentz is ready. It's just like they just kept pushing it off to the side. And all of a sudden, now that they lost Carson Wentz for the season, JJ's going to play on Sunday if he's ready to go. What kind of reporting is that? See, that's how y'all play with people, and that's what pisses me off when y'all lie. First of all, he ain't hurt. He is. I wanted to say that word, but I'm not saying that thing. He's soft. He's soft. He was soft in Michigan. He ain't getting unsofter. The boy is soft. Okay, he should not. He shouldn't have been drafted first round. He's a backup quarterback, okay? He's a third string backup quarterback. He is not a starter. He had one game against the Chicago Bears about as vulnerable team as they are. You understand what I'm telling you? And he had a comeback win, and then he folded in week 2 after. He got hurt and then been back. Same thing happened last year when he got hurt in preseason. And he gone for the season. Giants are going to steamroll this team in a very, very bad way. It's not going to be fun for Justin Jefferson. He's going to be one frustrated person on the sideline. He might catch him one, but here's my question. Is this the way y'all stated this? If he's ready to go. And if he's not, what you going to do? Who's the other quarterback? Okay, exactly. Give me the Giants. Give me the Lions, please, at home. Jesus. Vikings are just looking so stupid right now. 49ers, Giants. Well, Giants are dealing with a bit much. I'm not sure. I wonder if the pain of Scatterbo is still kind of just traveling with them. They're at home. This could be a little light and grace. Here's my issue. Let's go back. Giants in week 8. 20 points. Giants in week 7, 32 points. So they can score. What's their defense? Well, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. But give me give me the Giants at home. I'm going to ride behind this team. I think they need a really good win, especially after last week's loss. 49ers are 5-3, but I don't think they're as strong as their record shows them to be, meaning they can fall to 5-4 against the Giants. And that's exactly what I think they will do. So I'm going to go, 1 second. Let me see something real quick. 49ers lost to the Texans 26-15. Let's see. Mac Jones is still the quarterback. No Purdy. All that money. No Purdy. Okay, so that's how the world works. That's about what I thought. Yeah, give me the Giants. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with the Giants in this one. I think they just have. They're going to have a little bit more fight in them after their loss of a big player. All right, so next we have Panthers and the Packers. Yeah, Packers steamrolled last week. They're probably going to do that same thing this week and put up another 30-something points against the Panthers. Let us check on who the starting quarterback for this game will be, right? Because I'm not sure of his price. Let's see. He's questionable. So he missed the game in week 8 because he was dealing with a high ankle sprain. Yeah, I'm still gonna take damn, this fantasy number. Young's fantasy number get the worst. Give me Green Bay give me Green Bay at home against the Panthers. Bengals Bears. The Bengals lost to the Jets last week in the worst way possible. Chicago's record. Chicago is 4-3. Bengals is 3-5. Ooh. They're about the same type of team, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I still think the Flacco move is a fluke. What did he do last game? Against the Jets, they had 38 points, lost 39-38. Because that Bengals defense is just atrocious. Flacco was 21 for 34 for 223 yards and only 2 touchdowns, even though they won all of them. Plus defense. Flacco had a rushing touchdown, plus the 2 he threw. Chase Brown had a rushing touchdown. Somebody, P. Ryan had a rushing touchdown. T. Higgins had a touchdown. Jamar Chase had 12 catches for 91 yards and no touchdown. T. Higgins only had 1 catch for 44 yards. Jeez. I'm gonna go with Chicago. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chicago in this one. I like them a little better in a road game. I do. I like the Chicago Bears going into Cincinnati and stealing the win. I actually like it. However, God, dog it. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Chicago. I'll stick with Chicago. Falcons and the Patriots. Give me the Patriots at home, most definitely. Falcons are starting to look a little bit like they aren't able to. They're not going to finish the second half of football strong, basically. What's their record right now? 3-4. Patriots are 6-2. They're going up against the juggernaut. So yeah, give me the Patriots versus the Falcons. All right, Saints and the Rams. This is an easy one at 4 p.m. We get the Rams. We got a new Saints, got a new quarterback coming in, no chemistry. He's probably going to throw 2 picks against this Rams defense. So, yeah, give me the Rams at home at 4 p.m. Jaguars, Raiders. Give me the Jaguars on the road. I like them a little. Raiders have nothing. Nothing. The receiver wants to leave. He wants to go away. Jaguars are at least trying to force feed a rookie. You know? Give me the Jaguars over the Raiders. Chiefs, Bills, 4 p.m. game. Give me the Bills at home versus the Chiefs. And Seahawks and Commanders. Give me the Seahawks on the road over the Commanders, over Washington. That's going to be it's a Sunday night game too. We're going to be at work. That's going to be a good game. I'm going to cook some good food for that one. I might cook something like, because I work at a restaurant. I work at Bahama Breeze. But I might actually like bring something in and like cook for that game because it's like I'm gonna be really excited to watch that game. I don't know, we'll see. Might bring in a sauce or something. All right. And last but not least, because the NFL hates me, we only have one Monday night football game. Cardinals, Cowboys. This is gonna be an easy one because Cardinals have absolutely nothing. Is Kyler Murray playing in this game? This is a Monday night game. Let's go look and see what they say. Let's look at the reports about Kyler Murray. Oh, look at that. He still has a questionable tag next to his name. Okay, let's see. Kyler Murray will try to return from a foot injury to play in Arizona's Week 9 game against Dallas. He will try. They just said that this fool will try. They just said he'll try. Hey, look, Arizona, you've got to move on from this kid. He has done nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing positive for your organization since you drafted him. He has 5 good weeks of football in him. Five. Then he's hurt. Then he comes back and tries to say that he'll be hurt for like 8 weeks. It's like 15 weeks gone. What is it, 8? 13 weeks already gone, right there. 13 weeks of football are already gone. Because his 5 games and then the 8 he's out. And he got paid for that. This fool got paid a lot of money. This is why y'all wonder why I get mad, and y'all wonder why I say what I say with my quarterbacks that get paid, because they don't deserve none of this money. Trevor Lawrence deserves absolutely not a dime. What did he do to get all that money? Please tell me. Because right now, he can't throw a football. He can't even hit his number 1 wide receiver. He is one of the most garbage quarterbacks in the NFL. Shall I continue? Tour. Can I keep going? Golf. Golf is actually really good, but Golf didn't deserve all that money. He deserved a team-friendly contract. He did not deserve guaranteed money. What was he going to do? What are he going to do? He ain't win a Super Bowl. Josh Allen. Twice did he get paid, and yet he's done nothing but fail. Turn the ball over the most in the NFL. All right. Lamar Jackson. Oh, I was coming for Lamar too. All that money. Now you hurt. All of a sudden, stay hurt now, right? Now, all of a sudden, we have still one issue we have yet to correct. Lamar Jackson can't consistently throw the football in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson has a worse playoff record than Josh Allen. Go look it up. Don't come for me. It's all written down. Please go look it up. What I'm saying is, this is where all his money is going. And the back of production is starting to show. Justin Herbert, all that money. And this buddy gets ghost eyes every time it gets scary in the game. I'm just showing you all what I see, okay? Joe Burrow, all that money, right? Can't stay healthy. Or his team can't keep him healthy. So all that money is wasted. Kirk Cousins. I love Kirky, but damn it, did you not get 2 fully guaranteed contracts that you did absolutely nothing with? I can keep going. I can keep going with these quarterbacks that have gotten paid and have done nothing. There's a lot. It is funny because one did get paid after he won. And you know what he did after he won? He won again. And then he won again. He got 3 rings. That's Patrick Mahomes. So his contract is well taken care of, paid off. Jalen Hurts, that contract paid itself off. They won. They're dominant teams. They can struggle and figure it out and win it. That's what you pay them for. You don't pay them to sit in a conference in the media, $53 million, and say, yeah, at times, it gets a bit hard to see Waddle. Are you kidding? Now you telling the media you can't see your receiver. You get paid $53 million freaking dollars. And you're gonna sit up there in that podium and literally tell people you can't see your receivers. Flacco got paid, but he won a Super Bowl and then got paid. Contract well deserved. So this is my issue with quarterbacks that get paid without doing anything. They're not gonna do anything after that. Show me a quarterback that you shoveled all this money to be your franchise player. Franchises want to win, if I'm not mistaken. So show me a quarterback who received a buttload of cash first and then won a Super Bowl. Please, I'm dying to know who that person is. I've been along for a long time. And through my life of longness, I have seen one person gets 8 rings in his career. 1 is in college, 7 is in the NFL. And do you know he didn't get paid until his last ring? That's Tom Brady. Never got a contract in all the rings because the team needed a defense, team needed this, team needed that, and he wanted to keep winning. He was still getting paid. He's a professional football player. He gets endorsements. He shows up in commercials. His wife was a supermodel. He does modeling things. He get paid in every fashion, form, and way he wanted to. NFL was not his only form of paycheck, and you saw it because every year he took a pay cut. Why? So that team can have what they needed so they can continue to win and stay on top and make everybody hate them. I love them. They were smart. They knew what they were doing with their money. That's why the Patriots will always be one of the smartest organizations in the NFL. That's why Pittsburgh Steelers will be always one of the smartest organizations in the NFL. They can lose. They can have an issue. They can have a tough season. They have a quarterback that cries a lot right now. That's fine. They cried a lot. It doesn't matter. He got 2 rings, didn't he? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't forget about old Benny boy. Aaron Rodgers got a ring. He got paid. It's fine. Russell Wilson got a ring. He got paid. That's fine. They got the ring first. They went out there and did their job first. That's like me wanting the chef job, but I want the money first and can't cook a filet mignon properly. Like, really? But I want the money first. I will get it there eventually. But then by the time it eventually gets here, I can't see the flames right. But you paid me all this money to be able to do that, right? But hey, that's the world we live in. Anyway, enough about that. Enough about contracts that aren't deserving. Let's go to what is deserving, and that is you all's time with Coach. That's right, baby. It is time to talk to Coach, and Coach is about to run through these comments, and we're going to ask you guys some wonderful fantasy questions. All right. First up, we got Nico. Nico, welcome back, man. You was here yesterday. I love that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good morning. How are we? All right. Let's see. There's 2 quarterbacks on bye. No, that's right. You're the one. I knew there was somebody that had him on bye. Someone took Darnold from the waiver. Didn't I tell you to go grab him? He must have had waiver priority over you. That's probably why. Because I think I told you. We had a little bit of this discussion. So, all right. My options now are, oh boy. Oh my, are you serious? That's tough. But I think I have the answer. It can't be Kyler Murray. He's playing Call of Duty. He's not playing football right now. So scratch that name off your list. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence against Vegas. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trust Trevor Lawrence against Vegas. Give me, if he can at least scrape me 16 points against this trash defense, we should be A-OK. What they got Herbert up here for? Yeah, we should be, if we can get to 16, we'll be good. All right. But yeah, we're gonna go with Trevor Lawrence in week 9. What's up, New York? How we doing today? All right, you made some moves last night. Oh boy, here we go. All right, you traded Booty and 14 fab for K9. Picked up Tank Bigsby. Didn't have to give up Ramondre at all. Nice. Why the Tank Bigsby pick? Let me look and see why. He's a stash. He's a stash. I wouldn't get too fixated on Tank Bigsby because what you saw from Barkley and right before the bye week, they're gonna do that more. They're gonna basically run Barkley now. Like they've gotten to the point in the season where you're going to see Philly pick up their pace and start playing Philly football. They're past the point of we're worried about our schedule now they're ready. Now they're ready to run the league kind of. It's not a bad pickup. I just don't know if Philly's going to use a dual running back a lot. That's my only issue. But you didn't have to give up Ramondre, so that's good. At least right now you got Tank Bigsby as a stash for a pickup, so that's good. And again, Saquon could end up Mattenkirk get hurt. And here we go. Now for the last 4 or 5 weeks, you got Tank Bigsby running the football. So it's a good pickup. Just don't look too eager to play him right now. That's basically the big thing. Let's see here. Should I trade my Genty for Derrick Henry rest of the season in my 12-man team? I have Javonte and got Tyrone Tracy off waiver today to replace Pacheco. Yup, I would trade Genty for Henry. I absolutely would. And Derrick Henry for the rest of the season is pretty much going to be the ball grounded workhorse. They're gonna pound the ground and they're gonna use. You're gonna see it tonight or tomorrow night in when they go to Miami. Okay. The reason why I'm picking Baltimore in this game and not Miami, one, Miami's defense is horrible. Two, the dude is from Miami. He's going to go home and go win. And I'm talking about Lamar Jackson. Okay. He's going home to go win. And it's funny. I was like, what? And whatever. I had to think about it for a second. Oh, yeah, he's coming back already. He ready to come back now? Yeah, he's ready to come back. He's home. He's home. And he's going to win. But yeah, they're going to use Derrick Henry a lot the rest of the way. So that would be a absolutely good trade for you. And again, good job picking up Tyrone Tracy. That's right, Mr. You say he's 7-1? 7-1, right? Yeah. How's that? Who we playing this week? How's it looking? See, Bears just got CJGJ. Did they really? Who did the Bears just acquire? It's funny. I picked Chicago to win. Let me see. So defensive lineman, Austin Booker's been activated. I don't see anything. Oh, is it? Okay. I see it 23 hours ago. So it just happened. So that might be the second trade, I think. Let me see.
Ryan Poles is making some moves ahead of the trade deadline all through free agency.
Yep.
And honestly, not the biggest names, if we're going to be honest here. But I'm going to go through them all right now, as one is a veteran defensive end, a veteran tight end, and a local Chicagoland native defensive back. So before I get to work for today's show, the
Bears did acquire some defense, so that's good. And again, I got them going up in this game and winning this game. So, okay, cool. Good job, Chicago is making some really good moves, and give them about. Let's say they finish with 9 games this year, right? That would be really, really big because I think they won 7 last year. So you win 9 games this year, making these moves, make some good moves coming in the next draft, making some good moves in free agency. Bears could be a playoff team by next year. If Caleb Williams is really good, the defense gets underneath, they get the pieces they need to continue to move forward, the Bears could be a playoff team by next year. Nico, I did. You didn't hear me? Trevor Lawrence. Grab Trevor Lawrence. All right, let's go Seahawks. Yeah, I got the Seahawks. It's a road game, right? Yeah, I got the Seahawks winning this game. We got Brissett gonna look great if the defense don't show up. I mean, yeah, because that's who's playing. That's who's playing. They gonna beat Kyler Murray. But you're right. You're right. That defense is like bad. It's past bad. Like they give up too many points. But I think with the Cardinals, I don't think the Cardinals have enough power to put that guy. I think if anything, they can put up 24 points on the Cowboys. That's about it. I think Cowboys win this 38-24. Like that. I just don't think Cardinals have that kind of weapon power to just go shot for shot with the Cowboys. I don't see that happening at all. They don't even have a running back. I mean, they got what's his name? Bam Knight now running the ball, but again, like he's just now playing. Like they don't really have much in the Cardinals for me to give the win to over the Cowboys. Again, they might make it look good, throw a few touchdowns against the Cowboys defense, but ultimately, MVP Dak is on a mission with two of the best wide receivers in the league, and they're going to torch the Cardinals. Is Mahomes the only quarterback who deserves that big money? Well, it's not the fact that he deserves that big money. They paid him a lot of money because, I mean, he won a Super Bowl. And they figured the amount that they gave him over time is actually more team friendly, okay? Because all of it wasn't even fully guaranteed. He had a $500 million contract. Only 375 of it was fully guaranteed. That's a team friendly contract. That allowed them to still make moves. That's why they have a paid quarterback, and that's why they have a top 5 defense. Okay, it's the way they work them. And if people paid attention, Mahomes actually restructured his contract. And no, I didn't say he was the only one that deserved it because Flacco got paid because Flacco won a Super Bowl first. Russell Wilson got paid because Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl first. I'm just saying, if you're going to pay somebody, I liked it when you were paying these men because they were actually doing and winning Super Bowls. That's a deserving contract. You're giving Tua $53 million for what? The Vikings gave Kirk Cousins $89 million fully guaranteed for what? And then Atlanta gave him a $132 million contract for what? Jared Goff got all this money for what? These are guys that go into the playoffs and choke. Trevor Lawrence got all this money. What does he do? Lose. Like, you have to understand, like, when you pay your quarterback all this money, right? They gave Russell Wilson all that money. I granted, he won. That's fine. He won. What moves were they able to make that team better ever since he got his contract? They weren't. And that's the other thing, is knowing how to pay the guaranteed money and making sure your team is ready for past that. Because if it's not, these players are going to walk away because they want to get paid too. And you don't have that kind of money because you gave this quarterback all of it. They take more money off of the salary cap. So, yes, you have to be smart and know how to pay your players, okay? It's just money ain't guaranteed everywhere. It's not the NBA where you can just throw guaranteed contracts everywhere. It works differently in the NFL, okay? The minute you pay your quarterback, you ain't got no more money. You have no more money. You're going to have to restructure. You're going to have to do this. You got to cut people who have other contracts so that way you can use that money to let this younger guy come in, but then, kind of shortchange him and pay him a shorter term, 3 years. I mean, like, quarterbacks, when they get paid, it messes up a lot, which is why it's at least more beneficial when they get paid after they've actually done something like won a Super Bowl. But if you pay, look at all these kids that have gotten all this money. And who's still in the Super Bowl? All the people who got paid during the Tom Brady era, all them quarterbacks that got them guaranteed contracts. Who was still in the Super Bowl? Tom Brady. Who had no contract like them? Tom Brady. Why? Because the money went elsewhere so that the team can win a Super Bowl. But when you make it about the quarterback, and give him all this money. Why do you think the Rams were in such a hole for a long time when they drafted Sam Bradford? Because Sam Bradford was the last quarterback who can get drafted with guaranteed money as a number one pick because he never played football. And all that money they gave him, they couldn't get back. And that means they couldn't use that money and go anywhere else with that team. That's why they looked like ass. What? They didn't have no money. They were broke. Where you think the money come from, guys? It's just that Matt Ryan, put it this way, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco came out as rookies in the same year. They both stayed in the playoffs every year for 3 years in a row. One went further in their fourth year, the other didn't. Interesting, right? Who got paid first? Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan got paid first. And what happened to Matt Ryan after he got paid? They couldn't get offensive line. They couldn't get a defense at all. He had to carry this team offensively, kind of like what Joe Burrow's doing right now. And ultimately, he had one shot in the Super Bowl and lost 31-28 after having a 20-3 lead. Interesting. No defense. Patriots had a defense. They're all paid. Vince Wilfork was coming at them for money. He got paid. And it's funny because to pay him would have been a lot of money what he was looking for. And he did do it. They did it out their pocket. Oh, yeah, Kraft paid that man out of his pocket. The only man I know that can come on national media and want to talk about everybody else that talk about getting paid in New England, they were gone. Vince Wilfork was the only man that I knew that could actually ask for a contract, and he got paid. But the amount of they wanted to give him, they, out of the organizational contract money, couldn't pay him. Kraft paid that man out of his pocket. Oh, yeah, he paid whatever. They gave him contract, and then he footed the rest of that money for the man that won him on the championship defensively. Oh, yeah, I know that happened. Coaches, owners do that. Owners do that a lot, especially for an older player that has basically done nothing but like basically dedicated their life to this organization. Oh, they get handsome checks from ownership. It's like a side pot. It's like a little side pot money. I did. Am my mic not on? I know I helped you guys. Hey, Nico, you better off grabbing Trevor. Yeah, that's it. And literally, it's because Las Vegas is not good at all. So Trevor should have a really good game. 2 touchdowns. Give me 2 touchdowns, 223 passing yards. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. Had to pick up the Jags defense this week. Yep, good pick. Good pick. Everyone else, if the Jags defense is available, please stream the Jags defense this week. Do you have your own personal channel? Check. You are officially one of my best followers. I do. It's actually on YouTube. It's Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Give me 1 second. Because I have many handles that you can use. So there's one here on Instagram at Fantasy Football with Coach. It's the same handle. It's the same handle on YouTube. That YouTube is my actual channel. That is actually where I need, especially everyone that's on Twitch, that is where I need you guys to actually like, subscribe, and follow over there. Because that is where my main channel is. I actually just stream from YouTube and to Facebook and to Twitch now. But my ultimate page is on YouTube. I also clip my short, like I'll clip these long videos and clip them short. Because I also have 10-minute videos broken up on YouTube as well. And I do clips on TikTok and Instagram. That's where I'll basically post all the clips for the show. Like 1-minute clips, 2-minute clips, stuff like that. But the main show, the main channel is on YouTube. Please follow me on YouTube. Thank you so much. Let's see. I was thinking Trevor Lawrence too, due to the matchup against the Reds. Absolutely. That is literally. It has nothing to do with Trevor Lawrence's talent. I think he's trash. I think he's an overpaid quarterback. Hell, last year, him and Tua had the game of the overpaid. And guess who lost? Trevor. You're overpaid. More than Tua, which is so weird. But no, that's like my little payment slander. But no. In this game alone, that's just how bad the Raiders are as a team. That I think the Jaguars as a team can come in here and win this game. And Trevor Lawrence's back, he can give you at least 223 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, with that being said, that'll give you maybe 21 points, maybe 18, if he only throws like 190, But it'll still put you above 15 points for the week with a quarterback. And this is with a quarterback that you got to use because 2 of the best are on the bench. You know what I mean? Because of the bye week. So, and you got Hurst and Baker on. That sucks. Honestly, if I were you, having Hurst and Baker, I would actually traded Hurst. I would have traded Hurst and found another quarterback that I could have grabbed for the backup for this reason. And with that Hurst trade, I would have probably got me a receiver. I probably would have gotten a receiver. Maybe a running back. Depending on, maybe not because I probably would have had running backs already. So for me, knowing me and the way I draft and the way I do things, I probably would have traded for a receiver. And for the reason being, not having 2 quarterbacks in the same bye week. Somebody would have had to go. And for me, it would have been the one with the non-MVP nickname title. You know what I mean? I would have kept MVP Baker. That's what I would have kept. Hurst is good. But again, the Eagles were just playing to win football games in the beginning, so that means his numbers are trash. You know what I mean? They weren't going to get better. I would let somebody else deal with that. Never hold on to players, guys. Never hold on to players. For situations like that, somebody would have to go. If you give me 2-3 weeks of bad football, get off my team. You're dropped. I'll find somebody else to put in your position. Obviously, I'm gonna just be doing that, until somebody stays. Obviously. Let me see. Damn, nobody picked up Javonte. Yeah, that league trash. Really? That's crazy. Yeah, we playing Kev 8-1 load. What's Kev's record? I gotta get in there. I gotta get with Joe because I can't see the stats right now. Oh, Gardner Johnson. Oh. Yeah, so they're beefing up. The Chicago they're beefing up their team. Because they got Gardner Johnson. So they must have claimed him off waivers. And then they got the defensive end. So yeah, they're beefing up that defense. If someone in my league is interested in my Derrick Henry or Bika, he has Saquon, Brian Thomas Jr., Breece Hall, Stephon Diggs, Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuels, and Dino. Anything we can work here? Yeah, actually. If he wants Henry, we want. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna tell you. Give me 1 second. Where's my stuff? Let me see. We're gonna work you. We're gonna get 2 players. He's worth 2 players. If he can't get you 2 players, he can't get them. We want. Nah, we don't want Breece Hall. Breece Hall got Cleveland next. Damn it. All right, so no Breece Hall. Let's go with let's go look at Brian. These numbers for Brian Thomas are not good. All right, who's next? He's not getting the Mika. Sorry. I gotta go look. Stephon Diggs. You look at that, week 8. It's cold. 3 for 14. No, we don't want Stephon Diggs. He only has 1 touchdown this entire season. So that is an absolute no. I don't think we want nothing off his roster, to be quite honest with you. Let me look at Jalen Waddle. Who I hope gets traded, especially after this game that they lose to Baltimore. Tua is so inconsistent. If you want to do a trade for Derrick Henry, I don't think he has enough on here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he has enough for you for Derrick Henry, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't do it. He ain't got enough. There's nothing on his team for you. These players he's got, they're not gonna do anything for your team better than Derrick Henry. I wouldn't do it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got it at Disney. So I actually did an internship 2 years ago, culinary internship in Orlando. So I got to work at Beaches and Cream, which is an awesome burger shop. And I worked right upstairs next door. I worked at the yacht, Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resort, which was so cool. I had to work at the park. I had to work at the resort. That was so, I love that. That was so fun. And then I went upstairs and was able to work at Cape May Buffet. That was so fun. It was hard. I cooked a lot of food. It was for a buffet. So yeah, I was on the ovens. It was funny too. Everybody hated the oven. They hated it. That was my favorite station. I love favorite station. All that chicken, ribs, all the beef I had to cook that get carved at the carving station. For my chef to tell me that it was a perfect 10 out of 10 for the flavor, taste, and how that rare was cooked. I'm a beast. I'm a beast in the kitchen. That's not a. What you see here in football, I'm the same way in video games, the same way with cooking. Like just great, just a great person, you know. I just do great things. I'm the best. I'm the best cook at my job right now. I'm training to be the culinary team because I don't like to be subpar. I like to be great with everything that I do. That's just the way I'm wired. Oh yeah, I gotta go get more. I gotta go get Pluto. I got Mickey ears. I got a lot of lounge flies. Disney. Hey, that internship, man, they took off my money. It was a paid internship too. But it was cool because they had this little store called Cast Connections. Well, basically, if you're a cast member, you can go in there and get everything for a discounted price, which was really. So basically, the lounge flies that cost like $90. You can get them when they're out of season. They basically go to the Cast Connection store, and if you just wait a month or two, so if they're not old, obviously, then they go from $90 to $34. So awesome. Can't wait. I'm trying to get back up there. Because I was there for an internship, so I'm trying to get back in there for real. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Goofy himself, my favorite character. And it was so cool because, so here are my favorite characters in Disney. It's Daisy, Goofy, and Donald. Those are my 3 favorite characters. Am I a Mickey fan? Of course, Mickey's the GOAT. Do I love Minnie? Of course, she's beautiful. But Daisy has my heart. I don't know why. She's just, when I see Daisy, I blush. I don't know. Donald, I see a little Donald, he caused trouble. Like every time I'm in the restaurant, because when I work in the morning, because they do characters in the morning for breakfast. Donald always flirting with somebody. I used to, Daisy, look at Donald. And she'll put her hands on her hip and shake her head, and then you'll watch it, all the people then, because I'll do it from the buffet when I'm carving the ham for the breakfast. I like to do that to like get the employees, or not employees, the guests to laugh. So whenever Daisy's walking by while I'm carving and I see Donald doing something, like, talking to a guest woman, Daisy, look at Donald. And she'll walk right over there, and then you'll see her do this with her finger. It's so freaking cool, man. It's so awesome. And every time I see Goofy, hey, what's up, Goofy? We just fist pump. Like it's Goofy, and he's really tall. So the person, I think he wears stilts. The person inside wears stilts. I don't want to get too much of the magical way, but Goofy is tall, and when you see the character in person, so it was just working at Disney was absolutely incredible, and I honestly can't wait to go back and work for them again. It's just hard because I live in Miami, and they don't do the. You have to basically live in Orlando to hope to get hired. They'll hire me the minute I move there. I promise you that. I can't wait to go back. I promise. I stay in touch with all my chefs. I stay in touch with everybody I worked with. It was sorry for the story time with Coach, but it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. I can't wait to do it again. Forever. That's right, everybody. Become a member. Become a member of FFC. Become a member of R2L. We have not just me. I hope you guys know that. If you look at the opening credits, right? We have football, NFL. We have Carl talking college because he is the college football GOAT when it comes to giving out information of all these conferences, of all these teams. And I'm not just talking football. He does this for football and basketball. So we have somebody who doesn't sleep. I get time off. I got the off season. Okay, I only got to show my face once a week in the off season, so that way y'all don't leave me. But Carl is here day in, day out because he's got to cover football. He's got to cover the national championship in football. Then he's got a back door with college basketball, and he's got to deal with. I'm telling you, Carl never sleep. Carl never sleeps. I'm telling you. Then we have the Red Corner, a boxing channel. We have a gaming channel in the chat groups on Instagram. But we have the R2L live channel. That's basically our three big analysts who come on twice or three times a week and basically talk about all the major activity that happens in sports. Basketball, football, hockey, soccer, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's a major news entity in sports, like the gambling situation in basketball right now, I just say this. Miami looked like crap when Tony Rozier was there. Miami looked like they can't be stopped now that Tony Rozier is gone and not doing the crap that he was doing. I'm just saying. Was it gambling? Who knows? Was he throwing games? It looked like that to me. So we'll see what happens. But one thing you can't don't steal money. Don't steal money. You steal money, they're gonna take you out. And they stole money. Here's why you steal money, right? It's not the fact that they had the inside, right? And then told a friend, and the friend put a little bit more. No, it's like you told 20 people that you knew, 20 people put in an egregious amount of ridiculous money, like they knew what was going to happen and got the payout. And that's the thing. When Vegas look at, wait, why all these people in this same zip code? Y'all didn't think they pay attention to that? You know you got to put in your address and you got to put in certain information into a computer system so they can pay you out, right? So they know to make sure you are legally doing the right thing. So they got to have information on you. So when they look at who they about to pay out, because it ain't like their money hit your account immediately, right? So when they look at who they got to pay out, they're going to look at everything. Why is this person who lives here and this person who lives here and this person who lives 3 doors down, why they all get paid all the time? How did all three of these people know about this? To take this, you don't think they see that, bro? Oh my God! See, if a random like me took it, I would have got my money because I wouldn't have had that egregious amount to put down. And I don't know y'all fools, and I just took it because I thought it was the best. That's how they know it's me, and that's how they know it's my money. You all tried to rob the gambling system. You're going to jail. Damn the Epstein files. You all tried to rob the system. You tried to take money out the system. You can't do that. Oh, y'all going to jail. You know that, right? You're going to jail. Now you got LeBron in this, but all it is was he at the poker game and all. I don't think LeBron got nothing to do with it. We'll see. We don't know nothing till we find out the truth, right? But they gave us gambling to gamble and give away our money, right? They don't give us some, but they gave us gambling to give away our money. You took that and tried to steal from them. You're going to jail. Bye. You got to explain it to your mama. Why do I have to look at you behind bars? Because I thought I was smarter than the gambling system. The gambling system that is the oldest profession in this here world, outside of prostitution. And you tried to rob that? That old money looked at you and laughed. Good luck. And then they decided to take the mob down with it. Woo! Good luck. This is gonna be one hell of a story. I promise you. It's gonna be great. All right, trade Bucky for Henry 1-for-1. You could, because I know you're worried about the with Bucky's lingering injury and how his production will be coming back. And we kind of got to see what the Bucks offense is going to look like without Mike Evans and implementing Ted Johnson in and making Emeka more so the one. So there's a lot of changes the Bucks are going to go through, which is so great that this kind of happened right where they had their bye week. So yes, I would do the 1-for-1 trade. We cannot deal everything that I just mentioned is why we cannot hold on to Bucky. It's too much going on. Will the Bucks win these games? Absolutely. Will it be a part of Bucky Irvin's problem? Will he be within that trajectory? That's what we don't know coming off of this injury. So what we do know coming off that strong game he just had is Henry. So we're going to take the 1-for-1 for Henry. Kevo, what's good, my boy? I ain't seen you in a hot minute. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, coach, my squad in walk down mode again. I be telling y'all, Kev has one of like the more strategic minds when it comes to fantasy. He doesn't look for. So let me see if I can explain it properly. Okay, I don't want to give my man's methods away too much, so I want to be careful. I want to get careful with how I say it. Okay, he has one of the most strategic minds when it comes to fantasy football. When it comes to football, like he thinks with every move he made. Like there is a thought process on why he did it. Here's what I mean. He will have somebody on his roster. I'll look at like, what? Here he will literally give me the reason that person is on the team. And I'm like, oh, bro, that's smart. I'm not going to tell you what the purpose was for. I don't want to give out too much of Kev's strategy. But if you have to question, I'm talking too much now. If you have to question any move Kev makes, just know he made the right move, and you messed up. That's all. I feel like I gave too much information just saying that right there. But if he's in walk down mode right now, y'all in trouble because it happens every year. Around this time, it happens every single year, which means who out there made a trade with Kev they shouldn't have. I told you. That's one thing I will tell you. Stop trading with Kev. That is the one thing I don't care about saying is I keep telling y'all. But he got something sweet on his roster for everybody every single time. And it's like, y'all can't help yourself. You got to take what he wants you to take. And I'm going to stop talking right now. Your boy got smoked by my boy. I love it. Aren't you well going at it? Hey, Kev, welcome. Yep, welcome, Kev. It's been a minute, my boy. All right, what we got? Roy, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Yo, coach, I need a flex spot. Would you put in Bam Knight against Dallas's run defense or Tyrone Tracy? Let me see something. I do think I would go with Bam Knight. And it's because he has more leg under him than Tyrone Tracy right now. Let me see. One thing I love about Bam Knight is no. I'm thinking of the Texans running back, not Bam Knight. No, we are not. Four, 11 for 34. Nah, we can't do him. It's gonna be Tyrone. That's rough. I don't know if I want Tyrone against Green. Oh, give me Tyrone Tracy. I like Tyrone Tracy a lot better against the San Francisco 49ers defense. Let me see. How was 49ers defense against the run? How many weeks are we in? Let me see. Not what I'm looking for. NFL teams with the most rushing yards allowed this season.
According to Stat News, the Cincinnati Bengals have the most opponent rushing yards.
Well, that's fine, but I need the rest of them. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Now, they're in the middle of the pack. They're like 17th. They've allowed 863 yards this season. So they've allowed about 100 yards a game. And they've only allowed 4 touchdowns this season by a running back. I don't like Bam Knight against the Cowboys because I don't think he's going to get that kind of work against the Cowboys. I think they're going to abandon the run the minute the Cowboys put up 3 touchdowns on it. So, but this game with the 49ers could vote well for Tyrone Tracy. So I would go with Tyrone Tracy in the flex. Yeah. Hey, Kevin, I haven't lost since week 3. We in week 9. And he only got 1 loss. Oh, he has T. Higgins as well. Does he? Let me see. I'm not liking T. Higgins' numbers either, though. His numbers are up and down with Flacco. Because Flacco feeds more to Chase. Like, you understand, like, Higgins only had anything because he had one catch for 44 yards and that touchdown. So it's like without that touchdown, his numbers would have been ass last week. Cooking up a trade right now. Cuckoo, let me know what you got. Trading Rico, Sutton, and Nico for Henry and Javante. That is an A+ approved by coach. You are securing 2 stout running backs. You're getting rid of Rico Dow, who's you're getting rid of Sutton, who's a good receiver, but the Broncos don't put up a lot of points, if that makes sense. They just score to win, if that makes sense. And Nico, he's the leading receiver for the Texans who aren't going anywhere. So 1 week he'll have a good game, depending on the defense that they're playing. More weeks, he's getting shut down because he's getting double covered. So with you getting 2 good running backs, that's basically the big plus here. So hopefully that works out for you. Nico, should I trade quarterback for Diggs or Booty? He will be my flex receiver. So QJ for Quentin Johnston for Diggs or Booty. Diggs probably not. Booty, maybe. Yeah, I would do more Kayshawn Booty. I would trade for Kayshawn Booty. Do QJ for Kayshawn Booty. What's good, Roy? Always all the questions. I'm here for all the questions. If someone is willing to trade their Puka and A-Chain for my Jonathan Taylor and Garrett Wilson or AJ Brown, is that a deal I should take? I'm going to say no because I don't want you to use Jonathan Taylor, but I'm going to say yes because you're trying to get Puka and A-Chain. So that's not I don't know if I want you losing Jonathan Taylor, bro. That's a big for Puka and for A-Chain. I don't know. But I see what you're doing because you got Garrett Wilson and AJ Brown, and you need a receiver. I see exactly what you're doing. You do need a receiver. Oh crap! And the biggest pool is Jonathan Taylor. All right. And here's the A-Chain is the biggest flex for the Miami Dolphins. He is their scoring grace right now. Their saving grace. So I would, yeah, it hurts because I don't want to lose Taylor, but I do understand what you're doing because you got to deal with Garrett Wilson and AJ Brown that have not been productive this year. So yeah, I'd make that trade so you can get Puka. If anything, I would trade AJ Brown and keep Garrett Wilson. It's just and I'm saying it because I'm praying to God that the dude gets traded to another team. Let me see. He still ain't playing football. Well, it's a bye week anyway. But dude hasn't played football. He's refusing to play football for the Jets, bro. He will not. Crap. He's getting traded. I'm hoping he gets traded. I don't know if he gets traded. Let's look at Brown. He comes back against Green Bay. Keep AJ Brown. Trade Garrett Wilson. Yeah. So trade Jonathan Taylor and Garrett Wilson to get Puka Nacua and Devon A-Chain. I'm letting you know my squad heating up. Kev hunting them down. I can either get rid of Nico, London, or Rome. You better not get rid of London. No, sir. Why would you do that? Mm-mm. Get rid of Nico. Keep Rome. Get rid of Nico. Yeah, you had it right. Nico, Sutton, and Rico. Bye. Yeah, you had it right. Keep London. Keep Rome. Nike, how you doing, my boy? It's been a while. Thoughts on this trade? Daniel Jones Judikins for Marvin Harrison Jr. is a helly no. I don't even like that word, helly crap. And I'm just saying it because hell no, hell no. If you have Marvin Harrison Jr. and you trying to get rid of him for them, yes. But if you have Daniel Jones and Judikins, hell no. Nah, thank you. Can't do it. Not enough. Oh, see, look, there go my boy Nico. Hell no. Hey, look, I gave the same answer and I didn't even see that. Oh man, my squad been hot, Brody. Don't start cooling off. He coming for you, Cardo. Hey, Roy, no funny. I would do Tracy, honest opinion, because we play better at home, but hey. The Cowboys actually have been playing a bit better at home lately. I can't, because I've been like against that a few years, like how the Cowboys, especially in week one, they always lose at home, which they did. And maybe that's just more their thing. Maybe they just always lose week one at home. No problem, Roy. No problem. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. And they see, there you go. You got confirmation from other fantasy players that they are also starting Tyrone Tracy. See, I love that. I love that. I love that. This is what this channel is all about, guys. We're all trying to win. Hey, coach, let them know about Woody Marks. If that's the player I couldn't think of his name, bro. I couldn't think of his name. Is that you, Woody? Yes, that's him. That's the guy. Oh my God. Kevin, do you have Woody Marks, bro? Do you have Woody Marks? This was the guy I was thinking was Bam Knight. I couldn't think of his name. Like, no, there's a Houston Texans. I was so confused. I couldn't think of it. No, this is this kid. Oh, yeah. This is the guy right here. He about to take the lead job. Not yet. Chubb's still there, but here, let me run through. First off, Kev, do you have Woody? Like Kev said, let them know about Woody Marks. Let me let y'all know about Woody Marks real quick. And I went through his numbers the last time I talked about him. Mind you, you can't use week 1, week 2, week 3. Chubb. Week 4, he got his lick, right? 2 touchdowns, 17 carries, 69 yards, 4 receptions for 50 yards. He got 2 touchdowns, 1 for running, 1 with passing. Mind you, here's the thing about his running yards. Even in the games, well, he didn't do much, right? He didn't do nothing. He got 3 carries for 14 yards, 4.7 yards a carry. 6 carries for 27 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. The boy can run. That's David Montgomery type numbers right there. That boy can run. This is what I was seeing from David Montgomery in his rookie season. That boy can run. 7 for 24, 3.4. That's one of his lowest. Okay, 17 for 69, 4.1 yards a carry. 11 for 62, 5.6 yards a carry. So not only does he run the ball well, he catches well. What they need to do is feed him. That's the only thing that's missing right now. They just need to feed the kid. Look at the light work he did in week 7 and 8, right? And this is what I mean by light work. He got 12 points. He got 15 points. 10 carries for 15 yards. But then he had 3 for 24 touchdowns. The touchdown saved him. The next week, 11 for 62, 4 for 49 in passing. This kid is a workhorse. And the Houston Texans need to recognize what they have and play this kid. But if you are looking for a backup running back, if you're looking for an extra running back, Woody Marks from the Houston Texans needs to be on your roster today. If he is out there on waiver claims, you might want to go get him right now while you're talking to coach. I'm dead ass. Millie, what's good with it? What's good with it? Thank you for tuning in. What you got for me? I just need an opinion real quick. Yay, I got you. What you got? What you got? Yesterday, I flipped Pickens and Jalen Warren for James Cook. It's a 2-for-1. It's a 2-for-1. If your receivers are good for you, if you have a winning record with the receivers you have without Pickens, right? Absolutely, because you need a running back most likely. I'm assuming because Jalen Warren is getting snuffed out by Gainwell and the lack of running production in the Steelers' backfield. Let's be honest, they're not really running the football because it's Aaron Rodgers. He needs a dumper, okay? Jalen Warren's not that. We flipped that. You use one of your top picks in receiving. I see that with Pickens. And you got James Cook, a top 5 running back right now? Absolutely. Absolutely. I do like that. Because, again, if getting to a running back is what you need, we have to understand something about trades. Every trade ain't going to never be a 1-for-1. If we're trying to get what we want and we have to secure it, we got to be able to do a 2-for-1, a 2-for-2, a 3-for-2, a 3-for-1, okay, a 4-for-2. It can get complicated with these trades if we're trying to get what we want to make sure we stay where we are and winning. We got to be ready to flex. We got to be ready to adjust. And we got to be ready to accept what we don't want to lose. Jonathan Taylor. But I get it. We got to. We have to. We need Puka. We need Puka. And today I flipped Sutton, Tracy, and K9 for Rasheed Rice. Yeah. I probably would have just done K9 and Sutton. I would have probably kept Tracy. But if your running backs are good, and obviously you just got Cook too, I don't see. What's your record, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Hey, Millie, you just got robbed. Maybe not. That's why I asked. I want to see what his record is for one, and I want to see because based off of the first trade to get Cook, it doesn't seem too bad. Rasheed Rice, I don't mind the player. I do feel like 3-for-1 for him. It might be a little too much, but again, I want to see what your record is and what other receivers you have. Because you got rid of Pickens. So you got rid of Pickens, and you got rid of Sutton. So that's 2 of your receivers that are pretty good as gone. A-10 playoff schedule is so good, by the way. It is. If you look at the Miami Dolphins trajectory past the Ravens, his running against other teams is going to be great. At the end of the day, I only had the Miami Dolphins winning 8 games all season. The rate they're going, they're probably going to win 5 or 6. But his slate as a running back against these teams, they're going to give him the ball. They're going to feed him. It's about to be A-Chain's season for like the next 7 weeks, maybe 5, depending on injuries and other stuff like that. My squad is Love, Cook, Henry, Chase, K9, Lamb. Okay, Sutton and Mooka, Golden, Kraft, Pitt. Hey, boy, you got 8-man league. You got a lot of names. This is an 8-man league. I come for every time I see littered names, unless you flex them out of trades in a 10-man or a 12-man, or if you're in a 10-man or 12-man, you got a lot of that. There's a lot of auto draft. You got to explain. You had to explain to coach. This is a lot of names. Your roster is riddled with a lot of names. I know you only lost 1 game. Maybe 2. You got too much. So you got too much. It's got to be an 8-man, 10-man league. And you got Franklin on the bench. Yeah, you spotted up. You got my goodness. So yeah, I mean, I can see why you're flipping all these people, and you're flipping everybody because you're just staying ahead on your roster, and basically you know where you are in this back half of the season, and where these players are going to take you. So, no, I don't think you got robbed at all. Now I see your littered roster. You didn't get robbed. You over here robbing people. In my other league, I traded Brian Thomas Jr. for AJ. Oh, that's fine. AJ's about to take off. That's fine. Brian Thomas is basically playing second fiddle to freaking Travis Hunter. I don't know why. So yeah, AJ was a good trade for you. Brown straight up right before AJ went off. Yep, right, yep, and that was smart. That's what I was trying to tell people. It was coming, but look, the Eagles weren't going to move this way all season. They were going to move this way, and it's like basically they got to the bye week. The Philadelphia Eagles got to the bye week without really any injuries. They get AJ Brown, yeah, he'll be back. A bye week. He will be back in week 10, okay? And now they only have week 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They only got 8 games left. 8 games left. You understand what I'm telling you? They just played through week 8, got week 9 bye. Now they got 8 weeks left. They about to turn it up. I'm telling you. What they did was just got to the bye week in the first 8 weeks, and they got a winning record out of that, playing minimal football. Now they're about to turn it because they turned it up with Saquon. Did y'all not catch that? Right before the bye, too. You got him in both leagues? Nice. Hey, Coach, I've been meaning to tell you, Chris Olave been barbecue shit 15 points or better. Well, with Chris Olave, my issue with Chris Olave was who his quarterback was and this organization, really. But yes, Chris Olave he only has one bad week. And that's been another bad week. He had 3 for 20 and got a touchdown. He had 9 points out of it. But other than that, Buddy's been killing it. So for me, I would put Chris Olave for me would be an automatic flex stay. Like he would stay in my flex. Those 15 points ain't going nowhere. He stayed right there. Say Judy on the trade block, Kev. Here we go. Let's see, any league with marks on waivers is a Mickey Mouse league. You would think. But for instance, right? If you're in an 8-man league with a lot of good people, right? He would be on the waiver wire because you ain't got no room. You would have to drop somebody substantial to pick up him. So he would actually sit in a 10-man league. He could quite possibly sit too, depending on that same thing. Okay. Now, as it becomes a 12, 14 team and 16 team leagues, yeah, those guys, yeah, if he's in the waiver wire, I don't know. Yeah. That whole league was auto drafted. Because there's no way he should be on anybody's waiver wire. He should be on a roster at this point. You're 6-2. So yeah, he's flexing. You still didn't tell me a 10-man. There it is. Yeah. It's a 10-man and it's not an 8-man, so I'm okay. But still, a 10-man, you flexing. You have more knowledge of fantasy football than about 80% of the members in your league. That's why you're 6-2, and that's why you're flexing all these trades, and you're looking for certain people because of where they're going on this back half of the season. You're smart. You're very, very smart. So no, you didn't get robbed. You over here robbing people. I see what you're doing. Good stuff. And I only lost 2 with Penix. Yeah, go figure, right? I'm a Falcons fan. And you know what? That's where you made the mistake at. One thing we will never, ever do in fantasy football. I'm a Tom Brady fan. Can any of you guess how many times in fantasy football and all the times that I've played, can you guess how many times I've had Tom Brady on my rosters? Once in my entire life. And this was a year where I didn't even win with him as my quarterback. He wasn't that good that year. Then I think they got knocked out the playoffs that year. I think so. But yeah, he's my favorite player. Obviously, we don't put favorite teams and favorite player peoples on our roster. We look for value, percentage. How many times are you getting the ball? Because where that person wants that guy who does Justin Jefferson type stuff, right? I want that guy that does Puka Nakua stuff. Give me 7 catches for 115 yards, no touchdown. I'm still winning. 7 plus 15, count it up. I'm still winning. That's what I want. No, it's a 10 man. It's a 10 man. No, it's a 10 man. Like I said, it's a 10 man, and he has more knowledge over 80% of this league. That's what it is. And I'm not calling the league, the members in this league like dumb or anything like that. I'm just saying he has more substantial knowledge over 80% of his league. Maybe 1 or 2 people in this 10 man might be where he's at. But like he said, he only lost 2 games because he started the wrong quarterback. Oh, you know what I mean? Not because another team beat him. It could be a family league and he's taking advantage of all his loved ones. It could be one of that. I've done that before. I lost too. It was bad. And then it was the football guys. Karma. Look, I did a family league with my wife, my son, my best friend, my cousin, my brother. And you know what I did? I sat there and went on Facebook and bragged and talked about how excited I was for this, but then proceeded to go on there and talk about how each and every single one of them are gonna do in fantasy and what their record is gonna be going up against me. And boy, did I tell you, I played each and every one of them first and lost. Bro, I lost to each and I beat my wife in week 5, but the first 4 weeks, lost to everybody. I lost to everybody. It let me beat my wife because she was actually 4-0. Go figure. I was her first loss. 1-5, 1-4 for me. Yeah, karma. Yeah, don't do that. I could have kept that to myself and just beat everybody. But yeah, I went out there and just tried to talk. I was talking. Yeah, I talk. Look, fantasy football. I'm a beast. I'm a monster. I'm not friendly. I'm not supposed to be friendly. We're not friends. I'm trying to win a championship. Are you crazy? You coming to me with a friendly trade? Ain't no friendly trade. That ain't helping me. That's helping you. Get out my face. Decline. That's how me. That's me in fantasy. I'm sorry. I'm rude. Puka and Chuba for Genty, Tracy, and Hunter. Oh, how you doing, Aesop? Thank you for tuning in. If you could do me a favor, my main channel is not on Twitter or on Twitch. If you could like and subscribe and follow me on YouTube on my main channel, please. That is where you'll be able to get all notifications from Coach when I go live. And I'll have handles up at the end of the show if you want to reach Coach after the show as well. Let's see, Puka and Chuba. No, because I don't like Chuba. Genty, Tracy, and Hunter, I would, if you have that, I'd rather keep. If that's you, I would keep that. If you are Puka and Chuba, and you're trying to get Genty, Tracy, and Hunter, yes, make that trade. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're gonna get Genty and Tracy and Hunter, that's fine. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see, but in the Rashid trade, he sent Bam Knight back. Yeah, you can drop Bam Knight. Yeah, you can drop Bam Knight. He's not. This should be Trey Benson's team, and he got hurt is the issue. And they don't have a running back. They didn't draft well, obviously, as you can tell. So, no, there's no Bam Knight that we're using. If you can get Woody Marks, if there's a Woody Marks out there for you, like in the waivers, or if not, you won't get him. Nobody's probably going to get him up. But, okay, I can see. Is Chuba playing football? Because if not, he's only getting one play. Whoever is trading Chuba and Puka, I mean, you're trading one, you're not really getting the other guy is just collateral. But I don't want you to be taking on the collateral. If you're taking on Chuba Hubbard, let me see. Let me just double check and make sure. No. If you're taking Chuba Hubbard, that's a no. We don't want Chuba Hubbard. We don't want Chuba. If you have Chuba and you're trying to get rid of Chuba, this is why I'm saying yes, because we don't need Chuba on the team. And Puka is the key to get Chuba off, and you're gaining 3 other players while you get rid of 2. So no, I don't. I know you get rid of Puka, and I know that kind of sucks, but at the same time, Chuba Hubbard ain't doing nothing for you. And yeah, you're getting Tyrone Tracy. I don't really care for Travis Hunter, to be quite honest with you. That's the one I don't really care for. But you are getting Genty and Tracy. Genty is risky, but I can guarantee you his numbers are better than Chuba. Gotta head to class, coach. See you tomorrow. Hey, get some good grades. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back next Tuesday. I'm Tuesdays and Wednesdays, every Tuesdays and Wednesdays for FFC. But if you want to talk to me, before you go, take these handles so that way you can reach Coach anytime you want. If you need to reach Coach on Instagram and direct message me about football, I'm on Fantasy Football with Coach on Instagram. TikTok, it's Coach Coombs _5. On Twitter X, it's FFC Coach Coombs, and on Twitch, it's Theme Park Gamers, because that's where I live stream gaming. I do Fortnite and basically talk football to anybody that comes in and wants to talk football. So take these down before you go, and have a good day in class, and I will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see, Bam Knight getting strapped Monday night. I got him in another league, so he'll be in the lineup next week. Don't do that. Don't do that, Cardo. Don't do that. Don't do Bam Knight. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Don't do that. I have no faith in this Cardinals team at all. They're going to choke in this game. I'm serious. He hasn't done anything substantial, and he's not going to do it on a Thursday night. Not on a Thursday night. Is this the Thursday night game? No, it's Ravens Dolphins. This one is Monday night. This is a Monday night game. Hell no, Cowboys on Monday night. Nah, you don't see that. Actually, you might even see that defense step up against the Cardinals and stop the run in an embarrassing way. I ain't got no faith in that run team. No, thank you. Carter, you might lose your third one playing Bam Knight. Your second one. You only got one loss. I went no quarterback, no tight end in my draft. Now I'm just flipping. Yeah, and look, I've done that many a times before. I've basically hit my draft with nothing but running backs and receivers. And my last 4 picks were tight end, kicker, defense, and quarterback. And yes, in that order. The quarterback was my last pick because what I wanted as my last pick was still there. So, and sometimes I might just keep picking. And then go no, like I said, no quarterback, no something, and then when the wires open before we won, I go find somebody to play. I only need 17, 18 points out of them, so if you're getting more than that, I'm just being greedy. I'm not greedy, I'm being grateful. Sorry, wrong word. I'm more grateful because I only selected you for 17, 18 because everybody else getting me 20 plus. Gotta know how to flex, baby. Love was a waiver pickup. See? Over Penix all day long. See? Love made it. It's nobody even drafted Love, which is weird. He should have been drafted, but not really. You could have waited. Like for me, if Love was on my radar, I would have pushed it. I would have kept. Nobody take him yet. I would have just kept going. And then here we are with my 4 last picks, and Love is still sitting there. Yeah, I'm taking him now. Same here. Look, I've got second place in a 14-team league with Josh Allen as my quarterback, Jahmyr Gibbs as my running back, Kyron Williams as my running back, and Brian Thomas Jr. as my number one receiver as a rookie. You understand what I'm telling you? Tank Bell, out. Christian Curtis, trash. Who else did I have? I had somebody with a long name in Tennessee. I can't remember his name because he got traded after 1 year, which is weird. But he did pretty good for me late in the season. Who else did I have? Because I didn't have a third running back. That was my issue because I had Trey Benson on the bench. But I mean, Connor went off last year, and I can't be mad at that. Like I was sucky because I'm holding on to this dude. And you know what? Somebody tried to get Brian Thomas Jr. from me, and I said, sure. I looked at his roster. I said, no. You want to know why? Only way he was coming off my team, you had to have Josh Jacobs. I needed that third running back. And if I wasn't getting Josh Jacobs, I wasn't giving up my number one wide receiver. You stupid? Come on now. No, it don't work that way. And I got second place in a 14-team league with a crippled team. But I had two star running backs. I had Josh Allen, and boy, did I have Brian Thomas Jr. And Cade damn Otten. He saved me. He saved the hell out of me. Let's see, I took a chance on Mbuka. Well, that's anybody. That's anybody. But here's the thing. It's not that he just hit. He should have been taken because of where he went, who was throwing him the ball. Because would he be doing this in the Jets? Nope. He's with Baker Mayfield. You see what I'm saying? Would he have done this with Jared Goff? Nope. Jared Goff can't have too many weapons, basically. He needs just the right amount. And the weapons he has right now, he can barely do anything with that. They run the ball. And if you take the Detroit Lions run game out, you take out Jared Goff. So, no, if you take the run game out over there at Bucks Nation, okay, you got to deal with the iron arm himself. You got to deal with Baker. And so far, ain't been a defense been able to handle that man. Or Emeka. So it's not the fact that he just hit, it's the fact that his skill set showed this in college, and he was able to translate the same amount of skill set and more in the NFL. Only thing they're going to do with Emeka is that's why they got Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson's going on the field. They're going to shorten Emeka's routes a little bit more so that he don't re-injure that hamstring. It's too young for him to have a hamstring injury. 2 weeks is good. He can heal from it, and he probably won't have another hamstring issue for a long time because it wasn't a grade 2 when they put you up for 4 weeks. You rip that one, you're going to deal with hamstring issues pretty much the rest of your career. So he's lucky, and what they need to do is keep that hamstring safe so he can't go down the field that much the rest of the season. They got to shorten it up. He has to take more quick shots and then, yards after catch. But that's why they got Tez Johnson. You send him down, flying down the field. I'm actually kind of worried about Emeka because he's the number one. You are absolutely. So I talked about this earlier. I talked about this exact thing earlier, but I was more so talking about players who have Bucky Irving because he's coming off injury. So the integration of him could be there or it could be a bit stagnant because of the way the offense is now changing with Emeka being one. You still got Godwin, but and now you got Tez Johnson that you have to incorporate as that 2 single coverage guy. So you are correct. And Mbuka could be a worry. Let's watch and see where they have him lining up. Because they might slot him. They might move Godwin. He might read number one receiver, right? But they can line up Godwin at the number one and slide Emeka in the number 2, in the slot. That way you can consistently get him open. And they probably won't do it every play, obviously. Most of the plays they're going to work at the number one receiver spot. You know what I'm saying? But that's where, if that's the case, good. Fine. We're going to work short routes now because you're going up against 2 people. That's perfect. Baker Mayfield got no problem throwing the double coverage. We just got to see if this kid can catch against double coverage. That's the only thing. Chuba running back number 2 now after Dotto killed us. Yeah, Chuba, look, Chuba's no better. Chuba had a good year last year, but you got to remember, how long has the man been in the league? And it took that long just for him to pop off last year? And then look, that fat he lost his job with Dotto? Come on. No, I'm okay. I'm okay on Chuba. Let's see. Yeah, I rejected the guy who wanted Emeka over Derrick Henry. Exactly. Receivers, and look, at this point in the league, Now that injuries are piling up, now receivers are coming kind of thin. We got to hold on to what we got to hold on to. So any trade that we make, it's got to be beneficial. We can't just trade away because we're scared of our record. We got to make sure it's going to do something substantial for our record in a positive way. If it can't, if we're adding too many ifs, if the numbers are up and down, 1 week he's good, 1 week he's bad, like no, those we just can't do it. We got to stick with what we got. We got to ride it out. Really happy with K9. Needed that running back there. Yeah, you did. You definitely, yeah, you definitely did. And now we got to cook with some grease, Diori. We headed to the winners bracket, my boy. We got, what are you, 8-5? Or what did you say? No, not 8-5. You said you're 4-4, right? We made it to 500. We can't lose. We got 2 games we can only give up. Got to make it to 8-6. Let's see. You're also in an 18-man league. All I got is Gibbs and Sutton. But I'm 5-3. Exactly, because see, I knew you. I knew it. I knew it. Like I said, Kev, he didn't get robbed at all. He out here robbing people because I knew his brain was on a higher caliber in fantasy than a 10-man league. So okay. Hey, stay away from 8-man. 8-man is just no fun, okay? But a 10-man league get you some, get you. This is the type of owner that likes to do different things. He has a 10-man, he has an 18-man. I'm pretty sure he's done dynasty. I'm pretty sure he's done auction leagues. So he has a good mind of fantasy. So that's really, like, to have Sutton and Gibbs and you're 5-3. That's actually really impressive. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's really, really impressive. In the 18-man league, I'd be scared to play you. Dave, what's good? How are we doing? What's up, coach? Just got offered a trade in my Superflex league. Whoo! I am 1-7 because, oh yeah, that Lamar took out everybody. It probably took out about 25% of fantasy league goals. That was a big loss. That's 30 points. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, these are 30-point guys. Like, that's a big, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you. Let's see. Someone offered me Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Hawkinson for Gatson and DK. Would you do that trade? Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, no. Only reason why DJ Moore ain't doing that, neither is Keenan Allen. And Hawkinson is barely. The Vikings are about to tank. Yeah, they're trying to just steal from you now. It's because you're 1-7. They're like, oh, this dude's not gonna. No, stay in the league, stay tough, and whip their ass. I'll pay the fine and make sure they don't understand. That's because I'm 1-7 don't mean I don't know what I'm doing. Nah, we ain't giving up like that. No, they're literally trying to rob the cookie jar. No, thank you. We won't rock with what we got. Sorry, but no. We don't make that trade. No, they're literally trying to rob you. They're trying to give you. It's the fact that they just threw in Hawkinson. Like, oh yeah, that makes it sweet. He ain't did a damn thing all season. No, thank you. Your roster would have been looking worse than the 1-7 that you got right now just for Mr. Lamar. Nah, we're not going to do that, buddy. Sorry. No, thank you. See, now Bam in another league. My 7-1 team is cool. I just the kickers and defense every week. Shout out to the Bucks for that 24-point defense. That's right. All right, everybody. So we have been here for a wonderful 2 hours. I appreciate it. I ain't one trying to go nowhere. But at this time, so sorry, I do have to end the stream as I have other things I have to get taken care of before I can pick up baby girl from school today. So I do appreciate it. I got to go to work today. So I do appreciate it. Hold on real quick. What we got here? Dave. My other wide receivers are Mika and Waddle and Cup. Okay, good. So you're pretty good at receivers then. All right, that's good. That's good. So, no. No, Dave. We're gonna rock with. We damn sure finna stay with what we got. He is literally trying to gas. Yeah, I don't see. Let me see something. Oh no. Oh no. Nah, bruh. Nah. He's trying to take Antonio Gates number 2 from you. No. 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 Oh, no. You keep what you have. Let him cry about it somewhere else. You're not giving none of that up. Nope. Sorry. Try somebody else, not me. Tell him try Jesus, not you. That's right. Hopefully we can keep it at that 4 and move up on the other side. I appreciate that, Millie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, and look, we have more. Again, like I said, it's not just me. I do football. I do regular NFL fantasy football. We got Carl talking college. We have an R2L channel. The Refuse to Lose League is what we are. We're a Refuse to Lose channel. We have everything that has to do with. We have baseball with Teddy. Okay, we have a baseball channel, boxing. Again, me football. We have a basketball channel network. We have the R2L network that actually talks about everything big that happens in sports within the week. So we are all over sports, guys. We are a community, a family. We are big. What I do not have yet, and I thank you for bringing it up. Yeah, exactly. If you our chats, hey, and I haven't even been in the chats in a while. But every time I go in there, it's my phone rings. I get the notifications. It stay lit all day long. I think one time I had to turn my phone off. It was 3:00 in the morning. And the chat was going crazy in our chat. And I forgot what we were on. I can't remember if it was a big game, if it was a big boxing match. I can't remember what it was, but the chat just lit up till 3 a.m. It was crazy. It really was. We even have a parlay. We have a parlay channel too. We do parlay. We do gambling. As I say, we do sports betting. Absolutely. What's the community Discord? It's the Refuse to Lose. Refuse, the number 2, and lose. I'm gonna put it here in the chat. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Instagram. You can catch us on Twitch. You can catch us on TikTok. We're everywhere. We are trying to become the only sports entity you will ever need. Oh yeah, this is what we do, man. This is what we do. You can find us everywhere on any platform, anywhere on any platform. Coach is on me personally. I am on my main channel is on YouTube though, but I am streaming through all the other platforms so I can get all of y'all to come. All right, yeah, this is it right here for Cardo to access the chat. You got to join off of YouTube, become a member, and then you can pick the chat that you would like to be in. You can pick them all if you want to be in them. But yep, that is how that works. Appreciate that, Cardo. Yep, we're on Twitch as well. Absolutely. Yep. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. Appreciate that. We do appreciate that, man. We love you guys for coming and spending time with us. Letting us talk to you guys about sports. Half of y'all could be up here telling me I have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, Coach, you are a nutbag. Why would you say something like that? But none of y'all have done that. Everybody has come on this show has given Coach nothing but respect. You guys have come on here and given Coach nothing but high praises because I come on here to give you guys nothing but the best knowledge that I have of football. I don't take my knowledge from watching ESPN. I don't take my knowledge from reading articles. Those are added tools. My knowledge comes from me doing this. All right, you see that gap right there? Watch where the ball goes. Bop, told you what I tell you right there. Or knowing the fact that I've watched the game long enough when I can sit here and tell you all Saquon Barkley hasn't ran over 88 yards for the first 5 games of his career, he's going to come into the Giants game and he's not going to run over 50 yards, or he's not going to get over 60 yards. And when he had 58, I said he had 50. He had 58 yards, no touchdown. That's what I'm here for. I watch the games so much, and I study the game of football so much that the information literally comes right here. It gets stored in here, and it hurts my head, and I gotta wait till Tuesday so I can come out and tell y'all all about it. Well, like I said, I just the sport itself, it speaks to me like a symphony. Like when I go watch a football game live, like I've never been to the NFL game, by the way. Fun fact. I've been to a preseason Cowboy game, but I've never been to an actual NFL game. But I've been to football game. I've been to high school. I've been to college and stuff like that. I've been to Little League, stuff like that. You know where Coach likes to sit? Way up there. Put my finger. See if I can do it. Way up there. I want to be up there past the light. I want to be at the top, way up there. Way up there. Want to know why? I can see the entire field. I want to see everything, and I want to look down. When I coach football, my head coach said, "Hey, if we ever, because we literally coach it, you know what I mean?" But he told me if we ever got there and got to the collegiate level, high school level, because he said he put me in the skybox. He said that's exactly where you guys gonna sit in the skybox. He just loves what my eyes see on the field, and in him, he's just like, if I put you up higher, he's gonna give me everything. But that's just me. I just love to see football. You will never catch me in the fun seats where people are screaming and having a good time. No, I'm looking at the game. Let me watch the game. Put me up there. Put me at the top. That's where I like to be. I want to see everything on the field. Okay. I want to see how far the coach walks. I want to see who's sitting down, who should be standing up. I want to see everything. I'm just that weird. I bet I'm following. Pretty highway. We appreciate it. I said, if you love sports, our R2L League it's a sports hungry group of guys. Like we do nothing but talk sports all day long. I'm telling you right, put it this way. I'm gonna tell you the last comment in the chat right now. Where we at? Instagram to make all these damn changes. NFL chat. What we got? The last comment was who's that? Tomo? Yeah, Tomo putting out some information. Myles Garrett signed a 4-year, $160 million extension this year. Stay with the Browns. Aiden Hutchinson just got 4 years, 180 to play on a top 3 team in football. Myles Garrett is going to crash out. This is how we do. This is what we do in chat. This was how long ago was this? Do I get to see how long ago it was? I won't let you tell me. But yeah, the Lions basically are signing a defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson, to a 4-year, $180 million extension with a $140 million guarantee, and he deserves every bit of the dollars that he is getting. I promise you that. Oh yeah. Yes, 5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles already. Only player, by the way. So yeah, he's well deserved it. But this is what we discussed in chat. This is in the chat right now. We got an R2L gaming chat, NBA chat. What was the last thing here? Because NBA has started. The last thing there was a new 3-on-3 street basketball game called NBA The Run is coming for Play-by-Play Studios. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's gonna be fun. I like that. College football. What you got, Carl? Look at that. Let's see. Kansas State went from 2-10 in 2024 to bowl eligible in 2025. This is chat information. This is stuff that if you follow these leagues, these sports, we're putting out valid information like almost instantly. Half the time, I think we get stuff before other people get stuff. And then we have the actual R2L channel, R2L chat, where basically if you're part of R2L, that's where we do all of our fun stuff in there. But mostly for the fans that like to follow us and like to be in the chats with us, that's what we have all the main chats for. Like I said, the NBA, the NFL, boxing. We have does Teddy have a baseball chat? If Teddy does not have a baseball chat, we need to get one. I don't think I saw a baseball chat. Oh, yes, we are also on TikTok. Refuse to Lose is on TikTok as well as Coaches on TikTok. Again, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. Okay, we are all over the same. We're on Facebook. I ain't on Facebook no more, but our Refuse to Lose is even on Facebook. Exactly. That's all I do. I was like, even when I play Madden, if you play me in Madden and you just play video games, you have to understand I am going to steamroll you. If you know football and you play Madden, oh, it's gonna be a competition. Yeah, we're going at it. We're going at it. That's just how I look at it. I mean, because I apply football to everything I do. That's football. I don't care if it's Madden, it's a video game. Okay, you. I understand Lamar Jackson's feet do this, and just because they gave it to him in '99 does not mean you can spend 4 quarters running around with Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna cut the game off. We're not playing football. We're not playing football. Okay, you're playing a video game, and I get it. So you play the video game, and I'm gonna go play football with somebody that knows what we do. Okay, I'm old school. I don't do cheap. I don't take cheap wins, bro. I really can't. What I won't do is I won't punt. No, I'm gonna go for it on 4th down. I don't care where I'm on the field. I'm gonna go for it. But I don't do cheap wins. I don't do that to run around with Lamar Jackson and just basically or farming Lamar Jackson for 4 damn quarters. No, there's plays where you use. Yeah, I get it, but just to do it because you can. I mean, I don't know, shit like that. It's like they did it with Mike Vick. And here's the thing: back there in Madden, you do it with Mike Vick if you want to. It took 2 hits with Mike Vick, and he was out the game. The first hit, he was out for a quarter or out for like a couple plays. The second hit, he's out for the game. You run with, I let you run with him. You scored on me 2 times with him too. I'm gonna let it happen because I'm gonna crack his skull. I had the Seattle Seahawks defense back then. I'm gonna crack his skull if I get a hold of him. That Madden hit stick. I'm gonna crack his skull. I'm telling you. I'm gonna get in the minute it happens. You up 17-3 on me because you've been running around with daggone Michael Vick. And guess what? You ain't got Michael Vick no more. You done threw 3 picks on my defense, 2 of them out and ran back, and now I've beaten you 27 to the 17 you never left from. So don't play with me. I wasn't big on Penix. I don't know why anybody was big on Penix. I don't get it. I don't think he should have been drafted to Atlanta. I didn't understand. His mechanics weren't good. His vision isn't good. The only reason why he's able to do anything that he's doing is because he has Drake London, Darnell Mooney, and he has Bijan Robinson. And Atlanta actually got a defense now. That him, to be quite honest with you, you had no business benching Kirk Cousins last year. He was struggling. It happens. But you made a boneheaded move to try to save your season, which in fact you didn't do. Because Michael Penix was supposed to do what? Win you the last 3 games to get you to the playoffs? In what world do we live in that we've ever seen some garbage like that? But they thought that was going to happen. They tried it. They tried it, and it worked. It didn't work. And now they're riding around with Penix first, okay? And things looked good, and now it's about to look bad, and now you're trying to throw Kirk Cousins under the bus for it. No, I'm good. I'm good on Atlanta. They tried, and they failed. And they're going to try again. They had to draft quarterback this year. Oh, wait, what did I miss? I'm big on Pickens. Yeah, Pickens that he is okay. Now, I misread it. So yeah, he is actually the perfect. That is one of the best duos in football right now because it was Godwin and no, he wasn't. He was hurt. Who was it at first? Oh, it was Puka and no, I think it's just been these two. Because I think I'm thinking last year. I think it's just been these two this year. This is the best wide receiver duo in football right now. Yep, it's Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Absolutely correct. And I don't use Atlanta. No one else. Well, you're gonna have to try to find somebody else because Atlanta about to start depressing y'all. All right, guys. We had a wonderful show today. Again, here are my handles if you need to talk to Coach any other time outside of the show. The show will be back next Tuesday when we recap Week 9, and Wednesday when we go over Week 10. Make our picks for Week 10. So if you need to contact Coach and talk to Coach anytime between now and Sunday, these are all the handles that you can reach me at, and you can just basically ask me questions that we can still, keep picking my brain in football. That's what it's here for. I ain't got nothing else to do. I mean, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I have things to do. But as it pertains to my own personal time, I really don't hang out with people. I work a lot in the kitchen, and I spend most of my time giving that time to my family when I'm home, and Fortnite and football. So my time is thin, but again, that's why I have these platforms. So within the time that I'm doing things, I can, allow you guys to pick my brain even more and ask me any questions that you want to ask me and discuss football with me at all times, anytime. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay tuned for next week. I love you guys. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.